So after reviewing some of your work on geometry, I noticed that I think we need to do another lesson on just how to label the line segments, lines, and rays. So I'm just giving you a little review page here to do today, and I'm going to actually demonstrate too how to label them because there is a difference between drawing the figure out and writing the label, okay? So if you cannot print this off, that is totally fine. I need you to get a piece of paper though and write this out then, okay? So I'm going to do number one that's on this paper, both on regular paper to show you, and then I'm also going to show you how you could put it in your Google Slide and just submit it that way. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to look at number one here, and it looks like it is not continuing in both directions. So I would call that a line segment, okay? So I'm going to, if I was writing this on a piece of paper, first I would say I would go ahead and write in line segment, and I would call that CD or DC, because remember, it can go either way. But I also now want to show that with a symbol. So with my symbol for a line segment, it's just a line above it. I do not put points on there. And I can do DC, and again, just a line above it, not points. Okay? I want you to really be clear on that because you do not need to put points on any of the line segments or the lines that you draw for symbols, okay? So now, that would be all I need for number one. And if you look at their example, that's what they did for this example. See the line and see how it has the arrows. So they said line TC or ST, and then they drew TC with the lines and the arrows, but no points, and ST with the lines and the arrows, but no points, okay? So I'm going to show you now how to do that on the Google Slide. So what I would do is I would come up here. Actually, I would start a text box first. So you're going to click on that T where the text box is, and you are going to create your nice text box right there. And then you see the cursor starting, and so you're going to go ahead and type in. So you would type in line segment, and then you would say CD or DC. And I see that I'm running out of room a little bit, and that's okay. I'm going to go ahead and extend my text box, and I can do that by just going like this. And look, boom, there it goes. And I'm going to double click again so my cursor comes over here, and then I'm going to do another thing. And I'm going to do this again. Okay, well, I need to make my text box a little bit bigger. There we go. Now the C will fit in there. Okay. Now, I'm not done because I have to put my lines over this. So I come up to where the line tool is, and see, it will say line if you scroll over it. So I click the line tool, and I make sure I have a line, and then I have a line that is highlighted here. And when I go over it and stop, there's a line forms, okay? And then I'm going to have to do the same thing again. I'm going to click it, and then I'm going to go over this one. Oops, there you go. And a line forms. And as long as you have your lines like semi near the letters, I'm going to be fine with that, okay? But I need the lines over the letters. So array, to do an arrow, there's an arrow button, and you're going to put your arrow so wherever you wanted to do the arrow, then see, it will do an arrow for you. So that's how you do those, okay? I wanted you to double check, but on your paper, you can always just draw them. Now I'm going to erase this because I don't want you to have that on your paper when I put this on the assignment for you. What I would do is I read all this information carefully, and I look at how they're labeling these parts down here, okay? And so I just want to see how well we can do this. it might be easier for you to do it on a paper and pencil and just look at this and then do it on paper and pencil like I did at the beginning of the video. So if you can show them down here again. So it might just be easy for you to take a piece of paper and write that out, and then number 2, and then tell me what number 2 is, and write it out that way. Because then there's no confusion, and I know for a fact that you know how to label them. Okay? So it should not take you real long to do this assignment, and it's just to kind of review to make sure we're all on the same page with how to label the line segments, lines, and rays, and points. Okay.